Hey everybody, it's Frank Sriracha here with game number 3 of the Grand Finals of the Logitech Tournament 2024 NA Edition. We've got in the top right hand side Elf, the blue Infernal, and then top right Nina playing as Anna as the red Celestials. Oh, yeah, Nina's been having a tricky time using the GLHF and the GG pings. Not on the not on the playable map, but on the mini map. Because if you use them on the mini map, all the sprays go to the center. But if you use them out here, it reveals your location. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so Nina's gonna try and do a little bit of a mind game. Um, to try and like distract away from the fact that she revealed her own collection array because she accidentally sprayed like right next to her own collection array, which kind of tipped their hand to Elf. little bit of banter coming out of Elf. I like it. I like it. Do we see any production structures yet? No, I don't think so. Oh no, there's a brood out on the map. Where's the There we go. Okay, no. What was I thinking? There's a conclave and an iron vault out. And this is the third collection array to go down. Nina going pure macro. For the moment anyway. Is she gonna build another one? She does build another. No. No, you're not. Really? Yeah, going for a fourth collection array. Nina, greedy, greedy. Um, but all the money in the world isn't going to mean much if you're not making units. And units is what she doesn't have at the moment. Where's this going? Here we go. Yeah, these fiends are going to rip across the map, and I don't think that... Okay, I thought they were going to get a scout off. We do see a ramp to a ramp to a ramp to get to the main. Um, but no, nothing. Okay, we do see one fiend did see the creation chamber here, one collection array. But I don't know if this fiend is going to go all the way up into the main to see if there's another one. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is going to see it. But does Elf think that Nina's just on two collection arrays at the moment? Because these two at the top left and the 9 o'clock position. I mean 10 o'clock position were the ones Nina started off with. So these are the newest. These are the newest two. I wonder if that'll be enough. We do see another creation chamber go down along with another power bank, but along with that, Elf's natural expansion is nearly up. I don't think we've seen... Okay. Twilight Spire went down, and a meat farm. Interesting. Okay, so we did see Elf get the we did see Elf get the speed camp and now the vision camp. And the fiends just making a nuisance of themselves as they are meant to be. A couple of brutes, a whole bunch of fiends, and a hex and a couple of gaunts are going to come down here and try to get this camp. Not going to wait for the rest of their buddies to show up and just dig into it. I think that's fine. They've got enough. They've got enough DPS and HP to deal with it all. Can't remember to keep taking the camp. There we go. Are they finally going to see each other? So we do see creep production out, which is going to be quite interesting. Bop, bop, bop. So 3 fiends are gone. Kree going to take that camp, while Elf goes back home, and I think it's going to try and turtle up a little bit. Two base Infernal is typically pretty strong, but against a 4 base Celestial is going to be a nightmare. So we see that one producing. I think this is the, yeah, this is the primed structure right now. You can tell by the 3 little hexagons right there. So that means that's where all the creation chambers across the map are going to be pumping out units from this location. I think Nina wants to keep them coming from this location to telegraph that this is her main. She doesn't want to let slip that there's another creation chamber up here. Interesting. Okay, so we see the 8 Kree coming to take the speed camp. Okay, so they've got it. And they see, okay, Spriggans are definitely an answer to Kree, which is going to be a little bit scary. And we see, so Brute, is Brute, Spriggan, I don't know that Gaunts are necessarily the, I don't think there's going to be much more Gaunt production in the future here. But the Kree are going to do their best to get in there and make a mess of everything. And I think they do successfully. I don't see the Hexen anywhere, which is a big source of infest, as well as vision. But I think the Kree are happy with the damage they've done. I don't think even in roly-poly mode that they outrun Spriggans. So they need to leave, like, now. Hopefully there's Argents being made back at home. There are. But is that enough Argents to take on this many Spriggans? That's what, 6 Spriggans? Against 4 Argents? My confidence is not overflowing. Oh, we do see the strike nodes out though, and that's going to make for good anti-air defense. This one no health fiend, 1 health fiend, is going to go up and retake that health camp, while the Spriggans are going to be really a pain in the butt for that power node, and not nearly enough Argents is what it is. Yeah, and that oh, is she depowering? Or is she out of power? She's briefly out of power. Definitely on low energy, and the Scythe is going to come out, but that's one Scythe against all those Spriggans is not a good matchup, I don't think. Especially at max range. Scythes are supposed to, well, what we would call magic box a unit back in the day, just so they're like sitting right on top of a unit because their damage scales with how close they are to their target. Let's see, do we see any more tech out here? No, but we do see an arc ship getting Therium and a little prism that's come out. Siege camp's taken down not too quickly, but for a Therium camp, that's very valuable. Meanwhile, Spriggans are going to go for the health camp in the south. Where are they? I think Elf is just looking around for any extra bases wherever they might be. Well, Nina needs resources. She needs resources bad because she needs to outproduce a, well, now it's an Infernal on 3 bases. 3.5 if you count this this Therium base. And yeah, we've got quite a bit of production coming along. 2 Twilight Spires, Shadow Cleft. Alright, so Elf has hit tier 3. Which means, okay, which means that the Shroud regenerates a lot faster. It regenerates their friendly units' white health a lot faster. We're going to see the Spriggan Swarm show up, and Nina does want to start the camp, I guess, but that's probably just to get all the resources from it. Come on, get that last Shadow Demon. Got it. Okay. Even if she doesn't keep the vision from the vision camp, just getting the resources from those 2 Shadow Demons is super valuable. Okay, buff goes down. The Kree get right into combat, but I don't know if that's going to be good enough for all those brutes with a backline of Gaunts. Yeah, the Scythes need to be much more aggressive if they want to be taking out these units, and I think they are. Just hovering over that front line of Argents makes, you know, engaging any melee unit engaging them a very bad idea. But man, the Gaunts also did a really good job taking out so many of these So many of those sides. Sorry, camera. And yeah, now Nina needs to go back home and recuperate a little bit. Now, does she have anything that can heal? I don't think so. Throws down another power bank. Okay, and all these sides are going to get healed up and get their tanks refilled. Man, the energy, having Celestials be the energy race is such a cool idea. I love it. Meanwhile, over here we've got 4. Oh, that's for the collection array. So it's a fully saturated collection array. All right. Meanwhile, Nina's ball of scythes and Argents. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like Kree are just kind of over now. Oh, but Shadow Flyers are in the mix. Shadow Flyers are definitely going to be bad news bears for these scythes. Oh, and those Argents are getting caught out, and they all get slowed. Oh, no, is this going to be it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Elf is going to check. Elf is going to check and is going to find all these structures. No! Okay, that's quite a catch. That's quite a... That's an insane scout. I think Nina either needs to expand eastward towards these ones if she wants to maintain this economy, or she has to defend like her life depends on it, because, well, this match probably does anyway. All the Kree get into combat, but hovering the scythes directly over the Gaunts I think is a bit of a mistake. Kree are still ripping and tearing in melee combat though, and I think they're gonna get yeah, they're gonna clean up just about everything. Krees are pretty good units. I think Nina realizes that maybe the composition that she needs is going to be Kree Scythe. Really depends on what else gets pumped out here. Yeah, so it looks like Spriggans aren't being built anymore, but they're being replaced with these. I keep wanting to call them eyeball bats, but they're Shadow Flyers. Okay, so the Kree are going to go back up to the north, and they're going to retake this health camp. But oh man, an Elf is just not stopping his expansion. Their expansion. I don't know if Elf is he or she. I'm sorry. But yeah, it looks like that is quite a bit of eco. And takes the Luminite camp. So Elf's economy is nothing to sneeze at either. And I think Nina's been on 4. Well, now 3, but she was on 4 collection arrays for so long and didn't capitalize on, like, oh, look at that scythe ball could annihilate the oh no, so many Shadow Flyers, but they only get 1. That was a lot of Shadow Flyers to only get 1 scythe. Are they going to get another one? Apparently not. What's this Shadow Flyer doing? He's just hanging out. He's just observing. And all those Kree just taken out. Okay. Evolution Catalyst makes sure that it's a free creep camp. And more Shadow Flyers all come together. Which is fine. I think Nina can throw away those scythes now that there's not Spriggans out on the map anymore. Well, I say that, but it was a lot of Shadow Flyers that just like vanished into Nina's scythes, and it didn't really turn into much. Yeah, so much energy getting dumped back into this army. There we go. And the Arc Station, not an Arc Fortress yet, does what it can to heal. It's a lot of Kree and a pretty scary number of scythes, but there hasn't been any aggression yet to go take the base. Okay, meanwhile, yeah, the Shadow Flyer ball plus all the Gaunts. I think Gaunts are still the wrong move, just because Kree do bonus damage to light. So, sure, the three 4 brutes and the Weaver are nice. They're good front line, but I don't think it's enough to stop a Kree wraparound from just decimating the Gaunts. Alright, speed camp's gonna get retaken eventually. It's a level 3 camp, so it's, you know, the Shadow Mastiffs are significantly stronger than when they were at the beginning of the game. Meanwhile, This ball of Infernal is just going to walk around, leave the Shadow Flyers alone. I think Alpha's worried about a back door being taken by Nina, but she's also concerned with taking her own vision camp. Okay, yeah, a couple of Animancers are out. Animancer Dark Prophecy is so strong. As long as you can keep in the back line, but with that Weaver out, it's a risky proposition. So many Shadow Flyers. Shadow Flyers do great area damage, and that was not as bad as it could have been. Great splits by Nina. The V5 rocket launcher is out and dealing massive AoE damage. Dark Prophecy also goes down, taking care of the back line and quite a bit of the front line also. Another Dark Prophecy goes down, just shredding these Gaunts. And the Kree are going to keep on marching forward. Nina up by 40 supply. But is she going to be aggressive? Oh, the Nightfall Infestation dropped, which is a top bar ability for the Infernal player, and it lasts for 30 seconds, I believe, and it slows units for 3 of those 30 seconds, if I recall correctly. It's so many Shadow Flyers. Okay, they do get a couple, but not all that many. Animancers doing their best to stay out of range. We don't see any Weavers that could possibly harpoon them, so the Kree are just gonna feast themselves on this this melee heavy army. And again, the Gaunts are light, and but all these Kree fall down at once. They need to do something. Yeah, so many Kree were just taking lethal damage. Is it going to be enough to do a lot of damage, though, to the units that killed them? I don't think so. Oh, but camping right on top of the health camp is such a smart idea. Dark Prophecy goes down on all those. Oh, man. What a catch. What a catch on all those imps. I don't know that you want to leave that, I don't know that you want to leave that health camp, though. Gaunts walking onto Dark Prophecy is a little spooky for Elf, but Elf's just going to go back home. Plenty of Shadow Flyers still left over, but I think Elf's seen that Nina can split well enough that Shadow Flyers might not necessarily be the best investment. But yeah, all those Shadow Flyers and only three sides got taken out for all those Shadow Flyers. I'm not sure that was such a good trade. Another Dark Prophecy goes down. I think these Animancers are running low on energy. This whole army is a little bit battered and bruised, low on energy. I wouldn't be opposed to them going back home and just recharging. But Alpha's staying in the game. Just making sure that the... Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if you can park an imp right there to take the camp. Just maintaining that level of supply against and taking like such heavy losses is pretty admirable. Let's see. So it looks like the Arc ship didn't need to heal all that much, but I guess it did. The Arc station's got it. Okay, and Nina's Death Ball is going to go back out on the map now that it's recharged and healed. I think it was a mistake not to take this health camp away from Nina, especially after her Death Ball left. But we're going to see a lot of imps moving somewhere else. Yeah, making Shroud Stones for sure. I don't know why, though. That's, oh, that's so many Shadow Flyers. But a lot of them get taken out by Dark Prophecy. Yeah, static defense. I think people should recognize that this game was intentionally made so static defense wasn't strong. It was a little bit too strong in StarCraft, I think, and then it ended up being two armies saying, step onto my base, please, and neither army doing it. So we ended up with these 30-40 minute long games of like, all right, you step into my missile turret forest. Like, no, you step onto my spore forest. no, you step into my photon cannons and shield overcharges. And but in this game, it's okay. And there's the GG from Elf. Moving on to game 4.